Hi everyone, this is Daniel Hall from DanielHallPresents.com and RealFastBook and RealFastAudiobook.com. And thank you for joining me here for this video post. And what I intend to do with this video post is quickly show you how you could use Amazon.com to determine whether there is a market for whatever it is that you are contemplating writing or creating an information product around, because there are so many folks that I've seen in this business that have basically gotten an idea and hauled off and created the product without knowing first that there is a market for that product, and they, not surprisingly, achieved dismal results. Right? They were not happy. There was no no one really interested in buying their stuff because they assumed incorrectly that there was a market for it. So what I'm going to do here is show you how to use the power of Amazon.com to very quickly determine whether or not there is a market for whatever it is you want to put out into the market. And here's the site. I'm actually sitting at Amazon.com right now, and the first thing I want to do is I'm going to let's say that you are contemplating doing a book on well, I love poodles. I love standard poodles, and maybe you want to do a book on poodle training. In fact, I've got my little girl here that I like to bring with me to my office, and here she is down here. This is Roxanne. Okay, she's a red standard poodle, and she's a very, very good girl, and she keeps me company, and she's also very, very smart. And I, for the record, I didn't really need to train her. She was that smart. At any rate, let's actually type in here poodle training and see whether there is a market for a book like that. So we got here poodle training in books, and we're going to hit go. And a couple things I want to show you here. First off, that there's a relatively small group of books under poodle training books. Actually, let me just back that off to just this, poodle training, and see if there's any more. Yeah, there's 87 results there. So that's the first thing I know. Hey, there are people putting out products for training poodles. That's a cool thing. Now, the other thing I want to do here is I want to look at the very first book that comes up, which is the Everything Poodle book, A Complete Guide to Raising, Training Your Poodle. And I also want to show you the main thing here is under the product details. Okay, under the product details here, you see the Amazon bestsellers rank. Well, you can see here that this is a 58,417, right? And you're saying, well, Daniel, that doesn't seem like a very good bestseller rank. Well, let me put this in perspective for you. Understand that there are millions and millions of books that are rank ordered on Amazon.com according to their sales rank. The closer that a book comes to the number one, the better that book is selling, right? So when you consider that there are millions of other books out there, and this book is about 60,000, that lets you know that, hey, there is a market, or there's potentially a market for this information, right? So when you go to evaluate this number, as you go to do your own market research, I would say look for numbers that are no more than 500,000 here, where you see 58,417. That is the maximum number, 500,000. The optimal number is 100,000 or less. So if you see, like this number here is less than 100,000, it's 58,000. That means that this book is in the optimal range, and that's a good thing. But it's not enough that you just look at one book. You need to look at a lot, at least 4 books in the category. So let me go back here and let's look at the next one on the list to see how that one's doing. The toy and miniature poodle. And let's see how well this is doing. And we'll scroll down here. And this, again, still under 100,000. So there are people buying these books. Let's go on to the next one. Poodles, Barron's Complete Pet Owner's Manuals. Let's see how well this is doing. And, okay, so this is just a little over the optimal number, or excuse me, the maximum number. I said the maximum number here should be about 500,000. Okay, this is just a little over it. Again, based on everything else I've seen, this would not necessarily scare me away. Okay, let's keep looking though. Let's see if we could find some that are under any more that are under 500,000. Okay. Let's see, what's this one? This was the next one, I think. How to Train Your Poodle was the next one on our list. Let's see how well this is doing. Here's another one. Yet another one that's, again, under 500,000. Okay, that's good. Let's look at one more. Poodle Training and Grooming, Dog Care. This is a Kindle book, so I don't necessarily want to look at a Kindle book. The reason for that is that I want to compare apples to apples. The Complete Standard Poodle. Let's look at this one. See how well that's doing. And again, this is just a little over the 500,000. This tells me that yes, there is in fact a market for poodle training books, right? And that's a good thing. That is a excellent thing. Okay. All right. So this is how I would go about doing my at least my initial market research to determine, hey, that there is a market for whatever it is you're contemplating putting out into the market. And again, because this is Amazon.com, people that are coming to Amazon.com, they know that they have to spend money to get this information. Unlike, for example, folks that are going to Google. Lots of freebie seekers on Google. And you want to be paid for your solutions. You want to be paid for your products. And this is a way to determine whether or not there's people with money willing to spend that money with you in your market or in the topic that you want to develop a information product around. So I hope this has been helpful for you, and I hope that you use it. Don't be shy. I do want to hear your feedback. So right below here, you should see a place where you can put your comments, your insights, your criticisms, whatever it is. I do want to hear from you, and I ask that you would do that. Thanks, and God bless, and happy publishing to all of you.